good as a dastardly plot if you can't conspire with family.
There's 2 Eggmen now?
Double your villains, double your fun.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super... Knuckles, do you mind?
Oh, excuse me.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super dangerous top secret mission.
We're in.
And guess what? I got to catch up with Sonic stars Jim Carrey and Majdoub. Obviously, you played Dr. Robotnik for the past 2 movies. What can you tell us about what he's up to in the 3rd?
Well, in the 3rd movie, he has to lower himself to kind of teaming up with several characters that he can't stand the sight of, just to get what he wants. But along the journey, he actually finds out that he has a blood relative that's still living. And that relative is Gerald Robotnik, his grandfather.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
There is a very strong family resemblance there. What was it like playing those 2 characters?
It was wonderful. I had to delineate the characters. I wanted them to have their own lives and their own little desires. But Mark Coulier, the makeup artist, an Academy Award winner, and he put a makeup together that was so beautiful. Even the hands were old, and it was really a beautifully done thing. Other than that, it was just a kind of a technically difficult thing to do because I had to play both sides, and I had a wonderful British actor named Brendan Murphy who was kind enough to learn both roles. And so when I was Robotnik, he was Gerald, and when I was Gerald, he was Robotnik, and we kind of danced back and forth through the whole thing. And it was double the work for both of us, but I got all the glory.
Yes, as you should. Did you do any like improv with Jim Carrey that you really liked, and what made it to actually screen?
There was one moment where Dr. Robotnik goes to a monitor, and Jim had this idea of like handing me, this plate of food that he hadn't eaten. And then we figured out like, oh, wouldn't it be funny as I get there to reach for it, he just drops it on the floor. And so that moment made it in. I don't know if anybody catches it because it's so quick, but it was
so
just
fast.
like, yeah, really,
But it
really
adds
fast.
to like their relationship with it.
100%.
Because
And the
Agent-
pull-in too. Like he did
Yes.
that wasn't planned either. We talked about it, but the let's do this moment where he pulled me in, that was really tough to keep a
And it
straight
creates
face.
like gold.
Yes.
Do this!
Agent Stone really wants to be friends with Robotnik so badly. You know, he feels really left out. Do you have any advice to young people out there that maybe also feel a bit left out?
Oh, that's a great question. I personally deal with that still. I dealt with it a lot more in my youth and growing up. I think the biggest thing is trying to learn to love yourself first. And with that, for me, it was, talking to someone if I needed to, realizing that the people that don't really give you much time aren't worth your time necessarily either. Yeah, I think it's just be kind to yourself. Really be kind to yourself. Give yourself a chance and know that you're special no matter what anyone tells you.
It's fantastic advice. Well, on that, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
talking
much.
to us.
Our destiny awaits.
You were right about one thing.